Honest J. Nowak. Oh yeah.
A pleasure to meet y'all at last, and welcome back to Honest J. Nowak. And yeah, if you're familiar with this spot, then well, you'd probably know why I'm going to be coming back here for a little while. And that's mostly because, well, let's just say that other spot was a little too dark. So, because this spot sits a little closer to the windows where I can get some extra lighting in here, I mean, just looking at the arm on the camera, the monitor basically shows that I have almost perfect lighting in this spot. So, I will say for sure that it's going to get a lot better from here on out. But right now, I'm going to go on ahead and start doing some more episodes of HJN, the original, because I am in fact a little while away from probably doing at least one other crossover before the season is over. And I would like to get started with acquisitions. Yeah, you know what? I got it memorized pretty much, so I'll just go a little while without the notepad being used. So, anyways, acquisitions. Yeah, not very much of a tongue twister for me, but what I can currently figure out from my own knowledge is that there are processes to which something is obtained. Usually if it's for something like a library or a museum. Acquisitions do tend to happen with any sort of business, of any sorts. If you're very familiar with defunct land, then well, there's a specialized case that happened in Cedar Point in Sandusky, Ohio, where the coaster, known as Disaster Transport, had been going through a lot of acquisitions, especially during the recession, which of course was a time period in the mid to late 2000s where the economy went through an extreme downfall, leading to a lot of foreclosures, job losses, and many other things to happen. So of course, that was just one horrible thing that happened back in the day, but nothing compares to what's going on this year. I mean, wow. Just wow. But enough about that, because acquisitions are for sure something that someone might actually want to invest in. Sometimes they can prove to be good, other times they don't necessarily prove to be a good idea in many ways possible. So that's pretty much just the basic gist of it, but that seems to be the best that I can probably describe in this whole entire segment of HJN. I mean, I'm going to be running into a couple barriers here, but thankfully I can always find ways around them. Whether I'd have to climb up, duck down, or go around, pretty much. That just seems to be the case for plenty of subjects that I've actually had to talk about in the past year or so. But let's just say that going forward, because there's certainly going to be a lot of new material I will also have in the coming months, because we are getting a lot closer to the end of the season. Until that happens though, you can expect plenty of new subjects to come around. And don't forget about that crossover. It's a surprise one this time. But if you want to see more go down on my channel, make sure that you like, subscribe, comment, follow me on social media, and stay on the Hollywood side.